And welcome back to our 8U matchup between the Pembroke Pines Bengals and the Delray Rocks. We just saw the Eagles take home the 7U championship. And let's get back here. And we'll see you after the national anthem. And one thing that helps is like keeping the camera movement like as low as possible, kind of. And here come the Bengals. And I gotta say, that's a pretty cool entrance for an 8-year-old football team. And we are ready to get this game underway. The Rocks are gonna kick off to start the game. The Eagles are gonna leave. And so we are ready to get this game underway. And onside kick recovered by the Bengals. And he is tackled immediately after. And Pembroke Bengals are going to start from their own 49-yard line. Click stop.
Just to see if maybe I'm trying to think something we can do to clean it up.
I guess just restart OBS after that. It should be.
That's the only thing I can think of. It's really lagging.
Yeah.
We can't have that. Make sure you.
Sorry about that, folks. We are back. A couple technical difficulties, but we are back. And the Bengals take over. And another handoff up the middle. He's got some room. And he's got himself about 4 yards on that play. And bring up 3rd and long still. Minute already gone by in this opening quarter. Mind you, we're now in the 8U championships. And looking to throw, looking over the middle and incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th and long now for the Bengals.
Maybe we should just like restart every couple games or something, you know?
It's still pretty glitchy, but yeah, I think you're right.
And so offense going to stay out there on 4th and long, following the incomplete pass. And there's an early throw there for the Bengals. We haven't seen that at all today. But of course, we are getting in the older age group each game.
Adam, I got to say, I like the Bengals uniforms that they're rocking here. The classic Cincinnati helmets with the little camo as well.
So, stoppage before the play. Bengals coach still trying to get things straight. And ref will blow him back in. We got strips on your near side. Lone receiver on your far side. And looking to throw. He gets it out quickly and is low and incomplete.
Big stop there by the
Holiday on the throw.
Big stop by the defense. Delray rocks. .609 in this first quarter, and now we will get to see the Rocks offense out there for the first time.
And so unlike the past couple games we've had, that was a quick possession there. Well, it took off about 2 minutes. And here come the Rocks for their first possession, and the Bengals are going to take a timeout. So we've already seen a couple pass plays out of the Bengals. And of course, we are moving up in age groups with each game. So passing game might open up a little bit.
Right, absolutely. It's now that these kids have a little more arm strength as they get older, although we've seen some very impressive talent. We got some cheerleaders down there as well for this game on the Rocks side. Or we got some over there on the Bengals side as well.
And here we go. The Rocks are ready to start their drive from the 50-yard line. Following the Bengal turnover. And that ball is handed off to number 1. And he's got himself a gain of 3.
That's Jeffrey Blanchard on the carry.
And another stoppage as a player from the Bengals still need to get off the field. And number 41 will come in for him. Or 11, excuse me. So here's the 2nd and 7. Ball is play action, looking deep. He's got a man and it is caught inside the 30-yard line.
That was a great throw and a great catch right there. Number 3 is the one who brought it in.
And there we go. We were just talking about that pass game open up. It surely did there.
That's Jordan Estime is the one who brought it down. The quarterback, too, who threw it is Cameron Goff. And, Adam, that's a tough throw to make. But he got it up there and put it only in a spot his receiver could get it. And a huge first down for the Rocks.
Yeah, absolutely. As this ball is handed off again, bounces it to the outside, and he's got himself another first down for the Rocks.
Blanchard has been fantastic in these couple of run plays that we've seen him. He's got some speed, he's got some vision, and he's got his team down in the red zone now. They're looking for our first points of the game. Looks like there was a flag on the play, though, so that's going to bring that run back, and it'll be 1st and 10 on the 40-yard line. So that play nullified there by the penalty.
Yeah, it's going to back them up 10. Here we go. One man set in motion. And we hand it off again. Fighting for a couple yards. And he's got himself a 5-yard gain. Still be 2nd and 15. That was Collins on the run. Here's a 2nd and 15 following the run by Collins. And this one's handed to Blanchard, but wrapped up in the backfield.
And a good job by the Bengals defense to make a tackle there, and now they put the Rocks in a 3rd and long situation.
So defense continuing to show great strength between all these games still. And we're going to have an official's water break.
Take this time to remind you, today's stream is sponsored by Quick Cut, a better platform at a better price. If you'd like a professional highlight made for your son or grandson, you can go to quickcut.com. There's a purple box at the top of the home page. You can click it and fill it out. These highlights make a great Christmas gift with the holidays right around the corner. Of course, Quick Cut is now videotaping for over 900 teams in the state of Florida. Quick Cut would like to thank the AYFL for choosing Quick Cut. AYFL is one of the premier youth football leagues in Florida, a great board that puts their best interest in their kids, great coaches, and some of the best athletes in the state. As both teams come back out onto the field. And Adam, a big chance here for this Bengals defense to get their offense back onto the field. They can make a stop.
And that ball is handed off, trying to run to the outside, way in the backfield. Stiff arms a man. He's up the sideline and is pushed out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. A huge gain to make it a 4th and manageable.
That's Jordan Estime on the carry. And it looked like he was going to get tackled way back at almost midfield, but then got the stiff arm out and was able to turn on the Jets downfield and turn it into a big positive gain and make it a 4th and short.
Yeah, it's a hard thing for kids at this age. You need to always be going forward. He tried to, of course, that actually ended up working out for him, but going backwards is never the ideal option. And that ball is handed on a reverse to Blanchard, and he's got some room. He's across the 10, and he's going to be into the end zone for a Rock touchdown.
Oh, what a run there. Just gets to the outside and then had a couple of blocks, showed his speed, and gets into the end zone for the 6-point lead.
And Blanchard's been the main guy so far, but this drive we saw about 3 different people run the ball. And so Rock's gonna be out there for the extra point. And let's see if the kicking will be better as we get into the older ages. And that ball is on the ground almost. So
I think it's the intimidation of the defense there, Adam. Where they raise their hands, throw them around like they just don't care, and intimidate the kicker a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's the best thing you can do, especially because you can't rush on field goals or extra points. And now, Jake, you were telling us earlier that the Bosa brothers played for the Bengals.
That is correct. Both of them played for this team and are now superstars out in the NFL, which just goes to show you that some of these kids could be on your fantasy team in due time. But great to see everybody out here on this beautiful Saturday. We've had some great weather, Adam, for today. It was a little chillier this morning, but the sun's come out now. Winds picked up.
Absolutely beautiful day for football. And Rocks go up 6-0 following that huge run by Blanchard. And they're set to kick off like they did to begin the game. 3:04 left in the opening quarter.
You know, I wonder what it was like to watch Nick and Joey Bosa at such a young age and how they played on defense.
And that ball is out of bounds and short of the 50-yard line. So we'll see what they call here.
And they'll have the decision to either re-kick or take the ball where it lies. And it looks like they are electing to take it where it lies. So I believe the Bengals should start at the 1st and 10 at about the 49.
And so here we go. Kick went out of bounds, and the Bengals going to have some decent field position to start inside of the Rocks' 45-yard line.
Bengals offense would love to get a good drive going here. Adam, so far we've seen a lot of defensive stands from these teams.
And that ball is handed off, and he's got a good hole. And that's going to be a quick 5 yards for the Bengals.
Just about every game we've seen a team take a 6-0 lead, and then it's been nothing but defense. And the team that's gone down early hasn't been able to make a comeback. We'll see if the Bengals can try and change that on this drive.
And that's going to hand off again. Same man cuts it up the middle, and he's got himself a first down and a little bit more.
Bengals just pounding that right side right now. They're getting some good blocks downfield, and their backs powering through the rest of the Rocks defenders to fight for those hard-earned extra yards.
And now Bengals have it at the 30-yard line.
Moving the ball efficiently so far on this drive.
Offense will break the huddle, 1st and 10. And yet another handoff, but this time he's met at the line of scrimmage. And I feel like that was working the last few plays because of how many lead blockers they had for that running back, but that time was met right at the line of scrimmage.
Sets up a 2nd and 10. And this Rocks defense would love to try and make a stand before they Bengals pick up any more momentum.
And hand it off again. Nowhere to go with it. And it needs to be wrapped up in the backfield now. Make it 3rd and about 12. And Bengals take a timeout before running this 3rd down play. And so here's the Bengals 3rd and 12. Following the timeout, minute 17 left in the opening quarter. And we're going to have another stoppage here.
Well, now we're good to go here.
Bengals missing one player. They got him on the field now. And ball is handed straight up the middle. And he is hit hard after a short gain. Make it 4th and 9.
Yeah, 4th and long coming up here for the Bengals. They're going to have to try and pull off a big play to keep this drive moving. They've had a good drive so far, but then a couple of shorter runs, and they have found themselves in a 4th and long. A lot of the Bengals kids, Adam, rocking some different colored cleats out there. I see some orange cleats, some yellow cleats. I even saw some neon green ones.
Yeah, and you see those uniform combinations too. It almost looks like a camo almost. Under 30 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. 4th and long for the Bengals. Dropping back, look to pass over the middle, and it is incomplete, in and out of the hands.
Oh man, that's a good throw there by the quarterback though, as he got that ball, dropped back and threw a nice little strike, but his receiver just couldn't quite hold on to it.
And that is one thing I've heard some coaches say. If you're going to throw a ball like that, you're going to want to miss low and away so that the defense can't get to it. So the Rock's going to take over from their own 29-yard line now.
Now it's back on the Bengals defense to try and make a stop and hold the Rocks from taking a 2-possession lead.
And hand off up the middle. And he's got some room. But he's taken down after a 5-yard gain.
It's a good thing he got his foot there, Adam, or he might have been off to the races on that one.
Yeah, I mean, that was some great effort there by that defender, too. He was being blocked. He's still able to make the tackle. And that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. Rocks lead 6-0.
So we'll switch sides now. And then we'll get things right back underway. For any of you high school football players or coaches, Quick Cut has added a recruiting tool to the Quick Cut platform. This allows athletes and coaches the ability to connect with any onto the field to start this second quarter. Rocks lead it 6-0 over the Bengals, but the Rocks looking to try and extend that lead here and make it a 2-possession game.
And so here's the 2nd and 5 for the Rocks in their own territory. And let's play handoff up the middle again. And it brought down close to a first down marker. I don't think he's got it though. And he won't. That'll be third and inches. And no, they're going to give him the first down, actually.
I was going to say that might have looked like third and
inches.
Third and a grass blade.
So the Rocks now line up from their own 39-yard line. And play action, looking to throw, looking over the middle, and incomplete. He was looking for Blanchard there. He had him wide open, but just threw it to his outside and couldn't get back to it.
He had to turn around and try to come back to that ball. If he hits him in stride there, that's a huge play for the Rocks. But unfortunately, the pass is behind him and it goes incomplete, so it'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And we've seen Blanchard take snaps at running back and receiver. It's wide open there, but quarterback just couldn't find him. And this time his handoff up the middle, but it's stuffed way in the backfield.
Just nowhere to go. The whole entire Bengals defense all over that play.
And it was given to, that one was given to Blanchard again. But to no avail there. Had a huge touchdown run to start their game off, but now faced with a 3rd and long.
Adam, if I do dare say, the Bengals look like a tiger hunting down prey on these last couple of drives, stalking through the grass and pouncing on their opponent.
Yeah, definitely. They've been getting through that line like nothing. Following the footsteps of the Bosa brothers playing here, and we are going to have a false start on the offense. Rock's coach not too happy about that one. They're going to make it a 3rd and very long. And we're about 2 minutes ticked off of the clock in the second quarter. Rock's in possession, 3rd and 18. Looking to throw, and he's looking deep. And he's caught by Blanchard, and he's got the first down.
Oh, man, that is an impressive catch right there. A throw, just a tad behind him, but Blanchard goes up in the air and catches it almost on his helmet and hauls it down and picks up a huge first down.
And you heard the Rocks fans happy about that one. Our press box is shaking up here. And they are now in an opponent territory. And Blanchard will now come back to the backfield. And it's going to be tossed to him. Cuts it up the field. And that was a solid gain there.
And guess who, Adam? Blanchard once again on the run. He has been all over the field. Continuing to show that he has got some raw talent.
So back-to-back touches there for Blanchard as he comes out into the slot now. And it's going to be QB sneak. And he's still getting pushed. And he might have himself a first down on a QB sneak from 5 yards away.
Hey, that's why they tell you, until that whistle blows, you keep pushing and getting as many extra yards as you can. Looks like they're going to mark him just short. Yep. 3rd and inches. Bengals have some air horns on the other side.
And the Bengals going to jump off sides. And that's going to give the Rocks an easy first down.
Yeah, you can tell the defense knew it there. Hands to the helmet. Knew they made a little bit of a mistake. Now the Rocks driving down the field, looking to try and make this a 2-possession game.
And if they did, that'll be the first time the team would score 2 touchdowns in the first half today. And another handoff to Blanchard. He's got room up the middle. Flag is down, but he is off into the end zone.
Well, if this one stands, it's another huge play for him, but I think this one might be coming back. Yep, it's going to be a hold against the offense, so the play is nullified.
Yeah, you see the ref talking to number 5 there. And Obviously, Delray not happy about that one. And it's going to make that 35-yard touchdown run into a first and 20.
That's a costly penalty right there.
Absolutely, and we are about 3:16 left in the first half, and we're going to go to a water break.
Let's take this time here now to remind you that this stream is sponsored by Quick Cut, a better platform at a better price. If you'd like a professional highlight made for your son or grandson, you go to quickcut.com. There's a purple box at the top of the homepage. You can click it and fill it out. These highlights make a great Christmas gift, especially with the holidays right around the corner. Quick Cut is now videotaping for over 900 teams in the state of Florida. Quick Cut would like to thank the AYFL for choosing Quick Cut. And of course, the AYFL is one of the premier youth football leagues in Florida, a great board that puts their best interest in their kids, great coaches, and some of the best athletes in the state.
So following the penalty that brought back that huge touchdown run, it's first and 20 from the 44-yard line. And that ball is handoff underneath, and he's got some more room, and is brought down just across the 30-yard line. And they're going to get that penalty yardage back and more.
Yeah, that's Jordan S. time on the carry this time. So he gets in on the big run game.
Yeah, I believe that's the first time we saw him today. Yeah, I mean, even with a guy like Blanchard, they've been spreading the ball out quite a bit. Here's the 2nd and 6. And hand it off again. Nowhere to go. Brought back in the backfield. That's going to be a loss. And we are approaching the 2-minute mark in this first half. And Delray Rocks facing a 3rd and 7. Which a few plays ago, what would have been a touchdown by Blanchard was brought back because of a holding.
A big gust of wind we just got up here right now.
And that ball is play action. He's got a man wide open, and it is caught. And he's got himself another first down.
Oh, that ball was a little short, but a great job. Oh, and now a late flag comes in. This might be unsportsmanlike conduct. That was this time again on the carry.
And that's going to back that play up.
Well, the call goes against the Rocks, so the play gets wiped out.
And so they're going to have to do that first down over again. And we are reaching 1 minute 20 seconds left in the first half. Hand it off up the middle, past the second level, and breaks another tackle. He is free, and he is into the end zone for a Delray Rock touchdown.
Yeah, that's number 4, Jarvis Collins. And the Rocks are using all of their different running backs, and they have been excellent on the ground game today for another huge touchdown. And Adam, for the first time today, we have a 2-possession lead in the first half.
Indeed we do. And so PAT not going well for them last time. Let's see what they can do this time. And you can hear the Delray parents are a fan of that last play. And offense is still out there. Going to be going for 2 here. And ball is handed off. And he's got a lane into the end zone. And I'm going to correct myself there. At this level, when you run it in or pass it in, it's actually 1 point.
Now, I believe you can go for 2, Adam, but you have to take it back from about the 5 or 6 yard line instead of it being on the 2. But nevertheless, it's a 13-point lead for the Delray Rocks. Multiple running backs getting in on the rushing game. That last touchdown brought to you by Jarvis Collins. This kid's got some speed, Adam. I think they could probably all beat me in a race.
Yeah, all those kids do. We saw, I want to say 3 running backs take handoffs on that last drive for the Rocks. And so the Rocks going to kick off for the 3rd time this half. Last 2 kickoffs were fairly short. And let's see what they do here. And kickoff is up and away in the middle and just rolls back, way back. It's finally picked up about the 15-yard line. And he's just going to fall down as he had nowhere to go.
All right, that was the best kickoff we've seen all day today. Just a hard line drive kick that takes a Rocks bounce and head towards, got past the Bengals receiver. And now they're going to have a long drive to go with only 59 seconds remaining in the half.
Yep, Pembroke Pine's going to take over from their own 20-yard line.
And if you'd like to purchase all your games this season, Quick Cut will email links to all of your games to keep forever. All you have to do is go to quickcut.com and click on the marketplace to purchase your season's games. It's only $50 and it's a great stocking stuffer. I'd like to welcome everybody joining in here for the AYFL Championships on this beautiful Saturday. It's our 3rd game of the day. We had 2 go earlier. It was the Wolverines who won the 6 and under division, and then it was the Eagles who took the 7 under game, and now the 8 and under group underway currently in this one with the Delray Rocks leading it 13-0. And Jarvis Collins was the last one to score on a long rushing touchdown. But not to be forgotten is Jeffrey Blanchard, who's been very impressive in this game as well, with a bunch of rushing yards. And really credit to that offensive line, Adam, who's been very good at creating holes for any of the running backs that have been in the game.
Yeah, they've been able to get to the 2nd level so easily. And you saw on 2 of those runs where they broke them for big yardage. And so now the Bengals going to have 3 receivers on your near side. One man set in motion is going to get the ball. And trying to run to the outside. And he's got himself about 5 yards on that play. 2nd down.
And that was probably one of the better plays we've seen from the Bengals offense today. You know, just a short pass, but receiver does a good job of getting to the outside and picking up those extra yards. And he also got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yep, so 52 seconds now left in the half. Still 75 yards to go if they want to punch it in. If they keep moving on like that, they might have got a shot. And the Bengals can take a timeout.
He'll think this one over, and before on the second and short, 52 seconds remaining in the half. And Adam, they would love to get a score before time runs out here, so they have a much easier task to try and make the comeback in the second half.
Yeah, and I think you had said earlier the trend for today is that the team that goes up first, they've won the first 2 games, and only one other team has scored 2 touchdowns in the whole game, and Delray has 2 in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 5. Dropping back. He's got pressure. It's going to be a screenplay, and it's caught. And he's got plenty of room trying to stiff arm a man. Flag is down, though. And
I think the quarterback got a little shaken up there after that play. He was down on the field for a minute. He's on his feet now. Looks to be okay. He's heading over to talk to the coach. We'll see what the flag is.
And that screenplay there, he had plenty of room. If he just kept running instead of trying to stiff arm that defender, he could have broke it. But it might not matter anyways because of the penalty. And that's going to be on the offense. That's going to take it back.
Yeah, that just makes this drive here at the end of the second half a lot more difficult. So it'll be 2nd and 10. 40 seconds still remain. They have a little bit of time left, but they'll need a couple of big plays to try and get down the field.
And that ball is handed off, but wrapped up after only a couple. And I'll bring up a 3rd down. And that clock ticking down still. 20 seconds left in this first half.
I think the Bengals just want to make sure they get a couple of plays, get into some rhythm, and then they'll try to make some adjustments in this second half. Well, it looks like we do have an injured player on the field. Coaches will come out here.
And that's certainly not a sight you want to see as a coach down by 2 scores.
And they put 10 seconds back on the clock for the rest of the second half right now.
He's going to be able to walk off. Still a little shaken up, but good to see him up.
And so 10 seconds remaining. I would imagine the Bengals going to try to run this one out, and then they'll look to make their second half adjustments. But meanwhile, for the Rocks, they've been very impressive in this first half. 2 rushing touchdowns.
And so that 10 seconds is going to start running now. And this is going to be the last play of the first half. And just be a quick handoff. And that'll take us to halftime. Delray Rocks leading 13-0.
I remind you, today's stream is sponsored by Quick Cut, a better platform or a better price. If you'd like a professional highlight made for your son or grandson, be sure to go to quickcut.com. Purple box at the top of the homepage. You can click and fill it out. These highlights make a great Christmas gift with the holidays right around the corner. Quick Cut is now videotaping for over 900 teams in the state of Florida. And Quick Cut would like to thank the AYFL for choosing Quick Cut. All right, we'll take a quick break. Then when we come back, the second half coming up here in just a few moments. Back as we get set for the second half here at the AYFL Championship on this Saturday. At the Rocks leading the Bengals 13-0. My name's Jake Ricker. Alongside me is
Adam Black.
Adam Black. I'm sorry, my brain just turned off for a second there as soon as I got there.
Yeah, we'd like to thank Coral Glades High School for hosting this event. And the Rocks are going to receive to start this second half, leading 13-0. And now, during halftime, I got a chance to look at the trophies they're playing for down there, and I gotta say, you were right, Jake.
I told
they
you.
look pretty good.
Yeah, they are some big trophies. Also, Adam, we want to thank Brandon and Irv, our camera crew out here today, getting you the footage for today's game, or today's games, I should say, as this is the game number 3 of an 8-game slate. As both teams are on the field and we're getting ready for the kickoff to start the second half. Adam, we've seen Blanchard, Estime, and Collins be the main guys for the Rocks on offense there, and we'll see if that continues here heading into the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to give credit to that O-line, too. We were talking about it. It's getting a really good push up front. And kick is up and away. Taking it at the 40-yard line. Trying to get to the outside. Breaks the tackle. He's across the 50. And is pushed out of bounds. And they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
And that is Jordan Estime, who got around to the outside and made a nice little return on the kickoff. I think that's the best kickoff return we've seen today.
I believe so. And Rock's now going to have it from the opponent 40-yard line. And Wynn picking up again here to start this second half. And that ball is handoff straight up the middle. And dragging a defender with him. Flags are down. And we will await the call.
Bengals players at the bottom of the pile holding on to his foot for dear life. Trying to make sure he can bring him down. And it looks like this might be going against the Rocks. And indeed it will. So that will erase the run and back them up a little bit more to make it 1st and 15.
And penalty will back them up to their 45-yard line. And ball is handed off to Blanchard. Blanchard bouncing it to the outside, but nowhere to go. And he's going to be tackled in the backfield. Bring him second and long.
Bengals defense making a play there. And they would love to get their offense right back out on the field to have an opportunity to try and start a comeback in this one, down 13-0.
Yeah, and it kind of says something when the first time that a team would kick off would be the second half. As that's what happened with the Bengals today. That no scores and just unable to keep up with these Rocks running backs. But Tell you what, they are doing it this drive. And ball is handed off again. Up the middle, but ball is out. And it is recovered by the Bengals, and that's going to be a turnover.
Oh, what a great defensive recovery there. They were watching that play. They saw that ball pop out and jumped right on top of it.
And I just said that they weren't able to keep up with these running backs, but they surely did there.
I believe that was Timothy for the Bengals who was involved in that fumble recovery.
And so now we're going to see the Bengals offense for the first time this half.
And they'll start the ball at their own 45-yard line, but pretty decent field position. If they can get a quick score here in the third quarter.
And
right
that
back
ball
in
is
this one.
handed off. And he'll get a couple yards on that play. Bring up 2nd and 7. Bengals offense will run up to the line. And they're going to go back to the run game here, but he is met in the backfield.
That's number 12 on the tackle, Mickens, who's making a play, and he was showing off. He's guns to the crowd at him.
So that'll back him up again, 3rd and long now. Just about 3 minutes have gone by in this third quarter. Rocks still lead 13-0. Bengals driving following the Rock fumble. Twins on either side. One man set in motion. And it's handed off. And again, it was only going to get a couple yards there. Make it a 4th down.
Hey, now a big 4th down coming up. Still a lot of football left to be played, but I think the Bengals would love to capitalize after that turnover here and keep this drive moving.
So obviously offense staying out there on 4th down by 2 scores. Trips on your far side. Yeah, we got a one-on-one matchup down low. And I think that's going to be a delay of game. And it will. That's going to back him up even more.
Well, not the penalty you wanted to take on a 4th down situation. Backs him up even more. They're going to need a big play if they want to pick up the first. And now it looks like a water break timeout. So with this timeout, remind you today's stream is sponsored by Quick Cut, better platform at a better price. If you'd like to purchase all of your games this season, Quick Cut will email links to all of your games to keep forever. All you have to do is go to quickcut.com and click on the marketplace and purchase your season's games. It's only $50 and it's a great stocking stuffer as well. And for any high school football players or coaches out there, Quick Cut has added a recruiting tool to the Quick Cut platform. This allows athletes and coaches the ability to connect with any college program in the U.S. Of course, thank you to the AYFL for choosing Quick Cut to broadcast these games here on this Saturday.
And here we go, the 4th and 12, dropping back, looking to pass. It's going to be a screen play, but it's going to fall incomplete.
Yeah, off the hands of his receiver. I think the ball was a little bit behind him, and he just wasn't able to bring it in. So it's going to be a turnover on downs, and the Rocks offense will come back out there to try to extend this 13-point lead.
Yeah, so the Bengals unable to capitalize on the turnover. And Rock's going to take back over inside the 45-yard line. Little over half the quarter has gone by. And Rock's still trying to get set. They will now. And hand off up the middle, trying to bounce to the outside, but brought back way back in the backfield.
This Bengals defense has made a couple of great plays, especially in the second half. Another tackle in the backfield.
And that's going to back him up to 2nd and 15. And plays like that is what the Bengals are going to need if they want to get back in this game. And flags are down. I believe it's going to be an offside, or excuse me, a false start. And it will. It's going to bring them back even farther.
There wasn't much movement there, but there was enough to get the flags to come out.
So clock will roll on for the 2nd and 20. I'd like to remind you that we're in 8U championships right now. We will have the 9U championships after this game, and then we're going to switch over to the 10U to 13U stream. And that ball is handed off again to Blanchard, but he is stuffed in the backfield, breaking one tackle but getting nothing else.
This Bengals defense continuing to make some big plays. Blanchard was huge for the Rocks in that first half, but the Bengals defense has made some adjustments, and they're keeping him in the backfield right now. And now, of course, you're looking at about a 3rd and 21.
And we're going to have another false start. And that's going to bring them back even farther.
Costly penalties. You've seen this a couple times today, but this is great for the Bengals defense, because if they can hold them to just a couple of yards, they'll get some pretty good field position to try and get themselves on the board.
Yeah, so call it a 3rd and 27 now for the Rocks. So it's going to be run to Blanchard. Stiff arms a man, but he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's going to be a 4th and long, very long now. And those Bengal fans get into the game now. We are approaching the end of the 3rd quarter. And the Delray Rocks likely going to punt it away. So quarterback will take the ball. And punt is up and away. Taken in at the 45-yard line. Jukes the defender, and he is still going. He's across the 30. He's across the sideline and finally taken down inside the 15-yard line. And with 12 seconds left in the third quarter, the Bengals are going to take over on down to the 13-yard line.
And that's a huge play right there to get themselves into the red zone and threatening to score and turn this back into a one-possession game. Adam, I think we've seen some big second-half adjustments as the Bengals were struggling, but now they've made a couple of good defensive stands, and the offense is starting to get going here late in this third quarter.
Yeah, so that was a big return there, which is setting up this red zone drive. And
a timeout taken here.
And if the Bengals can score on this drive, maybe get some momentum going, they could easily get back into this game.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and especially the way this defense has been playing, they can score. Hold them again. And then the offense just has got to put it into the end zone one more time. If you're the Rocks, you've had a lot of success in the first half. You're definitely looking to try and get back to that. But you'd like your defense to come up with a big stand to try and hold the Bengals from making this a one-possession game. Because even though they've got the momentum, they're still down 2 scores. So if you can't score relatively soon, it's going to be a tall task to try and complete the comeback.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, though. That Bengal defense is definitely holding up this second half. Getting a fumble recovery to begin the half, and then had a third down stop to set up this return. And looking to throw. He's looking for the end zone, but that is caught. But there's a flag down well before the play.
Oh, man, I hope it looks like it's coming back, but we cannot understate how great of a throw that was by the Bengals quarterback, and then a great catch as well. I mean, that looked like a professional high school level play there.
Yeah, he caught that right over the head of that corner. But unfortunately, the flag's going to take him back to 1st and 15 as we are approaching the end of the third quarter. And that ball's going to be handed off this time and hit hard in the backfield. And that's going to do it for this third quarter. Delray Rock still leading 13-0.
Yeah, that was almost a big play for the Bengals, but luckily the Delray Rock's defense made a stop. He was on his feet and looked like he had a hole, but one of the players got over and made the stop. And now we'll have 8 minutes remaining.
Short third quarter break. And it is now the fourth quarter. As you saw, the Delray Rocks players putting the 4s up. 8 minutes left to go in this one. And the 8U AYFL championships.
The stream, of course, brought to you by Quick Cut. I'd like to thank the AYFL for choosing Quick Cut to broadcast these games today.
And so here's 2nd and 15 for the Bengals. That ball handed straight up the gut and breaks a couple tackles and able to turn nothing into something, and they'll get back to the original line of scrimmage for a 3rd and 10. Bengals going to have to score this drive if they want to have a chance. And it's time a QB sneak up the middle. And on 3rd and long, that's kind of an interesting play call, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when you're trying to get into the end zone quickly here.
And especially with the amazing throwing catch that they just made.
It unfortunately got called back because of the penalty, and we'll see if they try to go back to that here on this 4th and long.
And the Bengals are going to take a timeout before this 4th down, and they're going to talk things over.
And the AYFL is one of the premier youth football leagues in Florida. Great board that puts their best interest in the kids, great coaches, and some of the best athletes in the state. Quick Cut is now videotaping for over 900 teams in the state of Florida. Quick Cut would like to thank the AYFL for choosing Quick Cut to broadcast these games today. And of course, if you're looking to maybe purchase your games all season long, Quick Cut will email you links to all of the games to keep forever. So go to quickcut.com and click on the marketplace to purchase your season's games. It's only $50, and it's a great stocking stuffer. Holidays right around the corner.
And big 4th down for the Bengals. Under 7 minutes left in this 4th quarter. And if they don't score here, they're going to be pressed for time. And so they're going to have 4 receivers on one side looking to throw. He's got pressure. He's going to take it up the middle. And he is close to the 1st down. And they're going to say he's got it.
Well, that's a big 1st down right there, obviously, as it keeps the drive alive. And now on the 1-yard line. Should be able to try and punch this one in.
And the Rock's getting great.
Game.
The Rock's getting great pressure there. Quarterback had nowhere to go with it except for just run it right up the middle. So here's the 1st and goal, 1 yard out. And handoff, and he is.
He stopped short. Whistle's blue there, though.
The referee is going to say that his knee was down. And I think the quarterback might have been kneeling down a little too close to the ground. So this will make it 2nd and goal now.
And the Rocks coach is jumping all over the place to call a timeout. And it looks like their defense wasn't set up right, so they wanted to make sure they got a chance to get things ready.
Yeah, I mean, just great scrambling ability to convert that 4th down. But they're now faced with a 2nd and goal from 3 yards out. Under 6 minutes left in the game. In the AYFL 8U championship game.
Adam, I would say that the Bengals need to score probably before you hit that 5-minute mark, so their defense has time to make a stop and get it back to their offense.
And if they can score here, that'll be big. Their defense has played great this half. So here's 2nd and goal. Bengals going to stack the line again. And nowhere to hand it off to. He just takes it himself.
Well, that's a 3rd and goal now. And that clock will keep rolling.
And QB sneak again. Nowhere to go. And this makes it 4th and goal. And so this time he's got some receivers to his right. And he's looking to throw into the end zone. Incomplete. The ball is broken up.
And that's a turnover on downs right there. A big stop by this Rocks defense. They stand tall and hold them. And now they just got to make sure they protect the ball and try to take this one home to a victory.
And so I guess the good part about this for the Bengals, you could say, is that the Rocks are backed up at their own 2-yard line. So Rocks going to take over following the 4th and goal that didn't go the Bengals' way. And so, because of that drive, the Rocks going to be backed up deep in their own territory. And we have a flag down. With 4:49 left in the game. And we're still waiting the call from the officials. And no signal yet. False start on the offense. So that's going to bring them back to their 1-yard line. So here's 1st and about 12. Ball is snapped. Run it straight up the middle. A huge hit. And the Rocks are going to get back to the sticks for 2nd and 10. Yeah, blocker for Delray had a huge hit on a defender, but their back was already down. And ball is handed off again, and is on the ground. Or at least it looked like it was. The handoff did not go the way they wanted it to, but luckily they were able to recover it, and so bring up 3rd and long for the Rocks. 3:55 left in the game, and we'll see you after a short water break. Both teams will break their huddles And here's third and long. For the Rocks. And that clock is going to roll a little more. And they're going to get the jump off sides. And now make it a little more manageable with third and 5, excuse me. So, I mean, this late in the game, down by 2 scores, you can't be doing that as a Bengal. And the ball is on the ground, and it's a turnover. The Bengals recover it with 3:19 left in the game. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal. Quarterback didn't even get the ball from the center. And the Bengals are going to have another shot at it. 3:19 left. They'll need a quick score and then an onside kick to go their way. So here's first and goal for the Bengals following the turnover. Lone receiver up top. And we're going to have another stoppage timeout by the Rocks. And we saw the reactions a minute ago. The coaches were not happy about that fumble. So we'll see what the Bengals do here. Bit of an interesting play call last go around as they had the QB sneak from quite a few yards out. Didn't go their way. And earlier they would have had a touchdown, but it was called back. It was a great throwing catch, but it was called back because of a false start. And looking to throw, he's looking to the end zone. It is intercepted. He's got plenty of room. He's across the 20. It's going to be a foot race. He's across the 40 and pushed out of bounds at the opponent 48-yard line. And that could very well do it on this one. And the Rocks are going to take over from the Bengal 48-yard line. Huge interception in return. And we are approaching 3 minutes left in the game. And the Delray fans obviously happy with that one. And that could very well seal the deal for this Rocks team. Again, 8U championship. And here we go. First and 10 for the Rocks following the interception to be handed off. And the flag is down. And that's going to be holding on the offense. That's going to back them up. So now it's going to make it a 1st and 20. Following the holding, 2:56 left to go in this final quarter. Delray leading 13-0 over the Pembroke Bengals. And obviously the Rock's going to be looking to run this clock out. But now faced with a 1st and 20 following a holding penalty. And that one's going to be handoff underneath, and he's got some room. Cuts it up the field, and he's got plenty of room. He's across the 40, and there's no one in sight. And it's going to be another Rock touchdown. And if the interception didn't seal the deal, that definitely did. And once again, our press box is shaking because of the fans. So the Rocks now lead 19-0 over the Bengals. And you got to say the Bengals have showed plenty of fight, but just wasn't enough. So the offense will stay out there for the extra point. And that ball handed off. Diving to the end zone. Ball is out, but they're going to say he's down. And the score will remain 19-0. Rocks leading with 2:39 left in the game. And the Rocks are on the way to be your AYFL 8U champions. I'd like to remind you, we got 9U coming up next. And then after that game, we're going to transfer streams over to the 10U to 13U stream. So if you're still watching after the 9U game, don't worry. We're just on a different video. And once again, we'd like to thank Coral Glades High School for hosting this event, as well as Quick Cut. And for any of you high school football players or coaches, Quick Cut has added a recruiting tool to the Quick Cut platform. This allows athletes and coaches the ability to connect with any college program in the U.S. So here's Delray kicking off again. And it's an onside kick, but that's going to go on out of bounds. Now it's going to give the Bengals start from the 40-yard line. So they're going to start from the 43-yard line in Rock territory. Now a 3-possession game, following another huge touchdown by the Rocks. And so Bengals going to try and make something happen. And it can be a direct snap taken up the middle, but is wrapped up after a very short gain. And they're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage. So we are approaching the 2-minute mark in this final quarter. 2nd and 10 now for the Bengals. And the Bengals defense has been solid this half. Didn't let up a touchdown this half until that last one you guys just saw. And so, under 2 minutes, They're going to have twins on either side. One man set in motion, and it's going to be given to him, but there is a flag down. And that's going to go towards the offense. That's going to back him up. And that's going to make it 2nd and 15 for the Bengals. And we would like to congratulate both of these teams for making it this far. Of course, the Bengals coming up short. Delray Rocks leading 19-0 as we are approaching the final minute of this game. And the Rocks are going to be your 8U champions. And that ball is handed off. And trying to run to the outside, but is met at the line of scrimmage and taken down behind it. And that's going to make it a 3rd and long. They were having some issues with the clock, so there's still about a minute left. So here's a 3rd and long, and there's going to be a false start. 2 men were going in motion, and that'll back them up even more. 46 seconds left on the clock. So here's 3rd and very long. We're under 40 seconds left. And Bengals going to come out. Trips on your near side. Looking to throw. The ball is on the ground, and he just has to fall on it. And that will likely end this game. And that's going to do it for your 8U AYFL championship. And the Delray Rocks are going to take the championship home with a score of 19-0 over the Pembroke Bengals. And we've seen some great running out of that Rock offense, which led them to the victory. And we're going to remind you guys to stay tuned for the 9U championship game. And we will see you then.